Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Sorry to hear that, Sigma. Good luck, bud. Alright. Gotta figure out what we're doing next. I feel like we just wrapped up a number of loose threads. Smoke on the balcony will be tonight, but not until 2100. Ask another about the tattoos meaning. Surprised we didn't get another check off this for chatting with the lady in the boat. She seemed to have a lot of information about those tattoos. Hmm. I think we have rent. We do have rent. We have 5 extra real, which I think means we can buy a book. Oh, we should go see if those, if the folks are still there, the union folks. That's what we should do. And we can pay the money, and we can buy a book. Alright, you don't have
You're
anything more to
back.
say about tattoos,
Good.
right?
What can I help? I fear I've told you all I know.
Alright,
It's an Oranese. Is there anything else?
that's what I thought. Just wanted to double check. Alright, let's go see if those folks are still hanging out in the cafe. Yeah, looks like we still have some gents that we speak to. Oh, there's our gardener friend. I wonder what she's doing inside. Let's go pay our tab first. Before we forget, we don't have a room
Can
tonight.
I help you? Got the 20 real?
Yep, here you go, bud.
Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Yep, the grind, the 20 real grind. At least we got 10 experience points for it. It's 1 experience point per 2 real. Could be worse. It's like we're buying experience, just at a kind of crappy rate.
Take it easy on him. Deep down, he really hates being the guy who has to remind you.
I get it. That has to be miserable to do in general. Alright.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
He loves other things.
Yes?
Alright. Where we going? We're going this way. Let's go talk to the gardener first. See why she's inside.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
She smiles coldly. Gardner is not friendly with us.
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
Yeah, what happened, drama? You're the gardener. You lied to me. You're not a gardener. I just wanted to know more about the place before I check it out. That's normal. Sure, we'll go with that.
Yes, extremely normal. I'm not a gardener, by the way. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
Why did you lie to me about being a gardener? That's really weird. Is it because I'm a cop? And the union doesn't like cops? Could be. Maybe that's when, like, Kuno said that the gardener had left permanently. Or had left. He worded it in a way that made me think, anyways, that it sounded like she had left permanently and not just stepped away for a minute.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
She points to the man on her right.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Well, we'll see about that.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
Thank you, Kim.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
What's your role in all this? What if I talk to you, not Titus? What are you gonna do to me? Why are you so aggressive? I should talk to Titus then. What is your role in all this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
She crosses her arms. What if I wanted to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
Man, she's gotten very cold.
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it.
I have a really hard time with that authority. It's in my head, I must spout it out.
You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it. Alright. So we will not say that. But we'll say, why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Doc, who murdered a man?
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Exactly, Kim, like I just said.
Listen, you moral intern lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Interesting for the mob union to call the police the mob. I mean, maybe they also are, but little, pot kettle situation.
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. I liked that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprisings. What are the union's plans? Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions. Privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Nah. Unlike you socialists. Nah. I'm leaning 1 or 4. The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans?
Look, a comedian. Do your job, ask your questions, then get out of Martinez.
Her expression stiffens.
Strange. It's as if people don't believe a cop could be a socialist revolutionary.
Right, drama? What the heck? So rude. It's a bowl. There's spit in it, reeking of tobacco. Cute. Photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Is that from the tree out back with the hanging man?
The men are talking, but you swear you hear those black limbs tap on the window as the wind blows outside.
Squint. Or perception sight. -12, it's not time yet. What does that even mean? You get +1 from the dice, which is cool. Mysterious door scene. It's not time yet. I guess we'll wait until it's time, whatever that might mean. -12 is pretty heavy. Let's squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. You're not so sure about that. Somehow you just know there's something out there behind the glass.
There's something out there.
Yeah, your mother.
Rude. All right, we will wait. We'll wait until this time. Oh, I get +1 from what Inland told me. So we just need to wait until it's time, apparently. Revert your gaze. All right, let's talk to this clown. Do I need to change my equipment at all? Maybe get +1 a suggestion. Maybe we'll need conceptualization, who knows? Maybe we want spirit to corpse. I think we'll go in like this and see what happens. Hey Charlie, welcome back, good to see you. How you doing tonight?
This is where you say your bed.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you.
Precinct 57's finest scans the room, leaving the speaking to you. He trusts you. Maybe against his better judgment, but he does.
Yeah, that is definitely against his better judgment. He's trusting the wild card. That's good. Glad to hear you're doing well. Don't say anything yet. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. Don't say anything yet.
Hey, dipshit. You hard of hearing or something? The boss man's talking to you.
Cross your arms. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. First, we need to talk about your attitude. Cross your arms.
What, is he fucking kidding? This guy high or something?
The little guy looks at his mates in disbelief.
Hey, asshole, up here. We're talking to you.
Ooh, it's bothering him.
We are looking for Titus Hardy.
The lieutenant turns to the broad-shouldered man at the end of the table. We need to talk about the man hanged out back.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
He looks around.
You're sure taking your time, waiting for him to get ripe and pretty for you, huh?
Yeah, we are taking our time. Leave it alone.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy by now. Real hot stuff. Letting out that pretty boy smell.
Gross.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Easy, boys. These janitors have a hell of a job cut out for them. I mean, I wouldn't go in there for $1 million.
He slaps his forehead.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Yeah, it's going so well so far.
These guys are so macho, they're ready to confess to first-degree murder. Ask if it was them.
Love it, suggestion. Love it.
Do a head count first. Connect these men to the tracks you saw in the yard. Chances are they're going to match.
It's true, there were a bunch. We got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Plus the driver would be 8. Were there 8 pairs of shoes? There might have been. Scan the room. The man hanged in the backyard. Did he do it? I talked to Joyce. The merc you hanged. His friends are coming for you. Scan the room.
Starting from the right. Boot size 44. Blonde man. In his 30s. Overbearingly masculine. Sitting on his right. Standard working boots. Size 45 or 46. Eldest in the room. Probably mid-50s. Smoker. quiet. Across, at the other table, hobnailed working boots, size 43, gang tattoos, Mesk or Sarah Mauritian in his late 30s, early 40s. And then, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 46, the big dick, wide at the shoulders and lean at the hips, rugby cap, fingerless gloves, and numerous scars, a little under 40.
Yeah, these guys definitely did it.
In the far corner, standard working boot, steel reinforced toes, size 44, 40-something, non-alcoholic beverage in hand. You squint. Is that a plectrum?
Where?
On his neck. Forget it. It's not important.
It might be.
Let's call this one the musician.
You got it, drama. He's the musician now, this guy right here. And the little guy?
Size 41, with the light step. Not a child, after all. An older man with a rat face, mean, watery eyes, and 2 front teeth missing.
Here we thought he was a child, but instead he's just a little tiny rat man.
In the middle, heaving and wheezing. Big guy, boot size 46, deep marks. Probably carried the victim over. He, alone, is 130 kilos. Add the man in armor, and you could easily exceed 220.
It's all coming together. Big old Angus. Look at that big old boy.
In conclusion, these 7 are the actors on the crime scene. The footprints were theirs, but there's a discrepancy.
One of them is absent, the odd soul, which was the driver, probably the lady driver.
Exactly. The missing lady driver who was running the drug trade. Does it mean the Hardy Boys are involved in the drug trade as well?
Ugh, Hardy Boys in the case of the drug trade. I think Our Lady is hiding, G. I also think she might have been the figure that I saw on the roof of this building smoking a cigarette when we were walking by. I just have a feeling that that's her. No evidence, but she's got to be somewhere, right? These bandits definitely, the entire union might be involved, maybe even the Martinet look around suspiciously. Not necessarily the lady driver could have kept the drug trade secret. This would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions. This would fit what Joyce told us, but I don't want to make any assumptions.
Maybe. But hey, you've stood there for about 4 seconds, not saying anything. Now is a good time to hit them with questions. Where's the 8th Hardy?
Yeah, where is the 8th Hardy?
The fuck is with you, fella?
Titus is staring at you with his head tilted. The man hanging in the backyard, did you do it? I found 8 sets of footprint, but there's only 7 of you. Where is the 8th Hardy boy? Guess what? I've connected you to local drug trade. Let's start with the man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
Takes a sip from his can.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
The lieutenant says without a smile. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck? Why are your boot prints all over the scene? I've spoken to the dead man in a bizarre occult vision. You're involved somehow, I just don't have proof yet. Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yeah. Why?
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him.
Okay, case solved. Let's wrap this up. We win. GG, everybody.
We did this. Together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
He looks you dead in the eye. Aha, so you just confessed to murder. That's it, game over. We got the perpetrator. Easy clap. Easy clap, G. Easy clap. I feel like both of these are going to have bad answers. Or bad responses. Roll credits next game, please. We solved the great mystery. So you just confessed to murder?
Goddamn right.
Gonna go play some more Super Auto Pets, because we just finished this game apparently.
No. These 7 honest men have equally come forth. They told you what happened so that you don't waste any more of your time.
Okay. That they still admitted to being murderers, though. Murdered him just like that, no remorse. Who called the shots that night? When did this hanging incident occur? Why did you kill him? How did you kill him? You murdered him like that, no remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
3, exactly 3.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it were worse than dying. Yes, but these were all bad people, criminals, the scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all. What we do is different, we enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing. Honestly, I drink so much I can't remember anyone I've sent behind bars. What we do is different, we enforce the law. You just kill people like it's nothing.
But you see, a lawman, is something people agree upon. And here in Martinez, we agreed that this man had to die.
He says, squeezing his beer can. Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardy Boy without arresting all Hardy Boys.
Alright, let's arrest them all.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
Well, Kim has a gun, and they don't seem armed at all, so we could probably try to arrest them, and then when they resist, kill them all. How about that? How about that, Elizabeth? Address Elizabeth. I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than others. Address Titus. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here? I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than others.
That's for the courts in Les Jardins to decide. Not for the officer making an arrest. Which we all know you won't be. What you can do right now is go back to your station and write a report.
She sounds almost helpful. Yeah, go write your little report and get out of here. That's what she's saying right now.
No. We'll stay here and discuss what happened that night.
Exactly, Kim. When did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
He takes a sip. Also rude. Yeah, she is not friendly to us anymore. She was being friendly to us to like scout us out, and she's terrible and really mean now. We're not friends anymore. Which means that one lorry driver is still like the only nice person we've met. Except maybe that little girl, I guess. Little child. Boo. Boo bots. Boo. Boo bots. Boo. Reported and blocked. Yeah, I reported and banned him. I'd like to remove the comment though. When I looked up how to do it, they made it seem much easier than it's appearing. Not banned? I did ban him. To click it again? Weird. Okay. Oh, it was report and block. That's weird. So I reported and blocked him is what I was able to do. Got it. Had to also ban him. Stupid bots. All cleaned up. Well, where are we? How long had you known the victim? Or understood, next question. How long have you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that, asshole.
I'm not so sure about that, Glenn.
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
Well, based on the little time I've known you.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
He gives Glenn a stern look.
By the Pines cow, you mean Joyce Messier? A representative for White Pines? The same company you are striking against?
Lieutenant pretends to check his notes.
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
This is where he tries to sow discord between you two, because he knows the company is responsible for bringing the mercenaries into town.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
I'd really like to ask her where the last Hardy Boy is. I'm kind of sad that I lost that question. It was within one of these things that I already asked them. But it's not here, which is unfortunate. How did you kill him is pretty obvious. They just hung him. Let's go, why did you kill him, I guess.
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
Wrong question, Kim. We want to know how he stepped out of line.
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
The man spreads his arms.
This one has a special gripe with him coming here.
You have to get him alone and chat with him.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you even know he was in Special Forces? Right, but what did he actually do wrong? Right, but what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wiped spittle from his mouth.
There's slight unease in him, suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over.
He cracks his knuckles.
That was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
Now we're getting somewhere.
He grabbed someone?
Lieutenant's trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
He shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted, raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot. Oh, Shanky. Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No, you're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter, and I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's a moment of silence.
Despite the stonewalling, you can slip one more question in.
Because we made our volition check. Let's see. Okay, then, now about the man you killed. I'm gonna ask one more time. Who did the dead man rape? Oh, maybe. Could be G. That would make a lot of sense.
Titus, do not answer. You have been forthcoming enough.
Fuck off, Carl. She's gone through enough without you harassing her too. She doesn't need more embarrassment.
He does take the advice.
What are you talking about? Embarrassment. If someone has been sexually assaulted, we need to...
What you need is to get the fuck out of my face. I've had enough of explaining myself to you fucks. He's dead. It's done.
You hear the aluminum crack in his palm as he squeezes the beer can.
As you can see, these men can only take so much baseless scrutiny. I'm doing my best to keep the situation civil, but...
What follows is a slow head shake. I mean... It's not baseless scrutiny. They did kill him.
It's true. She was the only thing holding him back.
Looking another question. So what are we gonna do now? Conclude the questioning. Why don't I arrest you? Step closer. Oh, let's try. How did you kill him? Even though we know.
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, copper?
I thought so, but the game let me ask you, so I figured I might as well.
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
Oh, Shanky. Never change.
You're pretty sure you've had at least 2 years of cop school and many more of active service.
Yeah. I had at least 2 years of cop school.
Can you give us a few more details? Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
God.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Small man points at you. Wasn't he a trained killer from Originating Special Forces? If yes, how did you manage to overpower him? Where did this overpowering happen? Composure check, and it's red. I could have put on my composure coat. Things aren't quite right here, are they? We can still try it. 28% is pretty low. Yeah. We gotta do it. Do you think we have to do it before we ask, wasn't he a trained killer? Because I feel like it wasn't necessary that we would know this going into this questioning. Like if I ask this, is that going to go away? Or maybe asking this will give us a bonus? I don't know. Right. Either one could cut me off, I feel like. Can you not just back out and equip? I don't think so. I think typically I could, but I don't think I can here. This seems very strict. Because they keep telling me you only have like one more question. Because they could be lying to me, but this has all felt very like you get one shot at this. I can in a normal conversation. I'm not sure I can in this conversation, is what I'm saying. Like, I think, because the option was conclude the questioning. So if I said, if I did 4 right now, right, I have other questions about the lynching, and then to back out of the menu above this one, it was conclude your questioning, which I don't know that I'll be able to get back into it, because Elizabeth has been very, like, I'm giving you, like, couple of questions. They've already been more forthcoming than they need to be. You can ask your questions and you can go away and make a report. So I don't know if they'll let me reopen this. I'm going to try 1.
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
Did it though? I don't know, man. Where did this overpowering happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
He looks around.
Titus lets the others clear out the details, so he doesn't get his hands muddy with explaining too much.
Oh, we just got a bonus from that at least. Shanky might be lying. Up to 42%. What do we think? Do we try it or do we back out? 42%'s almost doable. I'm also not 100% sure that I have composure. Oh, a composure item. I think I do. I could level up my composure right now, maybe. Where the hell is it? I could try to level up my composure with the level up I've been holding on to. That might be worth it. It probably won't reset any checks. What was it, composure? Ugh, I hate this menu here. Look at that. There's no other way to scroll down except for the mouse wheel on this. And it just goes this slow. Yeah, emergency composure. I bring myself together real hard. What's this? Oh, him? So it would reset this check. Although that's a legendary check, so it's real tough either way. That is the only composure check. Yeah, it was like 7%. Well, it didn't help that I got rid of his bull, and then I found a new bull, which made it slightly better, but still not as good. All right. All right, let's do a vote. If you think I should do this check right now, like it is at 42%, pick 3 composure. If you think that I should back out and try to get other clothes, vote for 4. And if you think I should just use a point right now and then that's enough, we'll just spend a point in composure and go for it. Vote for 2. All right, let's click this thing. So you got 15 seconds, 2, 3, or 4. Well, I'm going to assume that that's what Sigma did. Because this is a mobile, I can't vote. Got it. So Sigma voted for 4 and G voted for 3. Oh no. Supposedly there's a third person here. I couldn't tell you who it was though. It says 3. Someone's got me on in the background probably. Just fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we got a lurker. That means 2. Go with the emergency point because we're split. Oh, man. Let's try Sigma's idea. Let's see. Who knows? Right, I have another question about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
So what are we going to do now? See, this says conclude the questioning. You think I'll be able to get... You still think I'll be able to get back in, Sigma? If I hit this? That way when it fails, we blame him. Last chance. Should I hit that 7? Should we conclude? Or go back in to how did you kill him? Damn it, Sigma. Alright, let's try to get more close.
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder, even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Maybe the woman killed him, and then they just hung him to cover it up.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials.
He grabs another beer.
You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
Rent-a-cop? So that's what this is about. He doesn't see you as his equals.
Want to talk about the hang again? Authority, godly, Jesus. All right, let's see if we can put on a thing. Go back in. Respect my authority. It's composure, right? Oh no, did I not have anything for composure? I don't have anything for composure. I'm already wearing it. It's the shoes. It's the shoes. I thought that might end up being the case. Alright, so do we spend the point or do we just try it?
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Oh, it reverted back to this. So I was a couple menus deep there. Maybe following up here will give me even more points towards that check. Because of, something else not adding up, right? Let's go with this. I found 8 sets of footsteps, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us, and we're all here.
He sizes you up.
Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
He shakes his head.
Actually, boss, we've been talking, and we think she could maybe...
Glenn, you idiot.
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn! I do the talking here.
Oh, Glenn.
Now what the fuck do you want, cop?
Glenn, you big old dummy.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
Exactly, Kim.
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. End.
He points at the lieutenant. I can't take it seriously that their name is the Hardy Boys. I literally cannot take them seriously.
You're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Wow, threatening a cop, even when he's not in his jurisdiction, is just kind of aggressive.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
The lieutenant adjusts his spectacles. Nice, Kim.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
This went up because we discussed the 8th Hardy. Hilarious. We don't want this because this will start a bloodbath. I don't know that this will be fruitful. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade. I want to talk about the hanging
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
Oh, Shanky. How did you kill him?
We hanged him.
Didn't they teach?
You're pretty sure.
Can you give us a few more details?
Titus.
We overpowered.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
All right, 42%. I feel like it's not worth a point. I don't think I want to spend the point on this. But I think we should try it. Things aren't quite here, are they? Aren't quite right here, are they?
Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly
No!
composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
It's always by one. It's always by one. How is it always by one? Ugh. All of them? Maybe one of them is fidgeting, cracking under the pressure, anything?
Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
This one, but he does drugs, so don't even bother. Right. Okay.
Like what, Copper?
No more questions.
About fucking time.
I think we're gonna take off. Damn. By one. Try to assert dominance and see if you die. They will murder me. They will almost certainly murder me. Oh, confront. They want me to confront Hardy about the drug trade. It's in my journal as a thing I should do. That means I have to do it, right? Ask a scab leader about tattoos. Okay. Right. Find a working class husband. Yep, yep. Probably. Yep. We need to go buy that book. All right. I guess we'll ask him about the drug trade. Let's do this. That'll drive him nuts.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Yep. That's me. I'm a clown. Guess what? I've connected you to the local drug trade.
Like hell you have. There is no local drug trade. This place is as clean as a rifle. Go back to Jamrock and ask the local junkies how clean your streets are in Precinct 41 Kilos.
Oh, nice pun, bud.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move raw ingredients for drugs from Terminal B to Jamrock? The person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grâce?
He taps on his notebook and then turns at you. I love that. I love that he's just like, no, the person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footsteps. Taps on his notebook. Detective, do you want to deliver the coup de grace?
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
You're right, there's no local drug trade except you, points at Titus. No, do the honor, you've earned it, not a lieutenant. Forget it. I knew they'd never own up to it. You do the honor. I'm sure Kim will love this. Yeah, exactly, G.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you. You're the drug trade.
Bum, bum, bum.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big, strong, state-run monopoly would outcompete the runts on the street.
Yeah, man. Theoretically, That's what you would do. To get rid of the gangs, the dealers, even some of the junkies.
Music Man seems to know a lot about this.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course.
Of course. It's disgusting you're admitting to profiting off the poison of your own people. Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least this way you have some control over it. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. I know for a fact there's still plenty of drugs out there. This is disgusting. You're admitting to profiting off the poisoning of your own people. 2? Why do you think 2, G? Good idea. People are always going to do drugs. At least this way you have some control over it. You think we're going to bait him out? I don't think he likes me very much. All right, we'll give it a try.
Thank you. Theoretically, of course. Thank you. Theoretically.
Theoretically. He takes a sip of his beer and smiles.
He seems genuinely surprised at your response. In a good way.
Maybe it worked. Maybe it worked, G.
Titus, I'm amazed. Where is the same professionalism when it comes to other topics? You're doing great. I hardly have to interfere at all.
About that, Elizabeth.
I don't know, Lizzie. I guess theoretical things don't make me emotional. Now, was there anything else? I was sorta gonna get my brewski on.
At 2 p.m.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
The 8th Hardy, the one who's missing. She runs the thing, right?
My answer is fuck off. Mind your own business. There is no 8th Hardy. I run this goddamn scene.
He takes a step closer.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove useful in the future.
And here we go. Back to the usual.
The woman sighs. Yeah, well, you know.
I know. Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so fucking fat he left 2 sets of footprints.
God damn it, Shanky. The little man raises his index finger excitedly.
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
Yeah, you tell him, Angus.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
I need to know so many things. It's more like it, boys. Rude. Well, 30 experience. We leveled up. This is a bad idea. I'm sticking with this is a bad idea. I'm not going to tell him that. And this is a terrible idea. Even at 8%. It's funny because our authority is like not bad. It's just a godly check. You need to get a 16. That's a perfect. We would need to get 12. Sorry to hear that, G. The family calls, I assume? I'll try to make the VOD worthwhile, and by that I mean it will be just me reading about cockatoos for 2 hours. And I was late. Well, don't mind me. I'm just going to read about cockatoos all stream. Gotta go buy a book. Thanks for hanging out, G, and thanks for checking the VODs. Have a good evening, man. Ask him for his cans? I really wish you could. I wish if you had the bag equipped that it would let you ask him about his cans. Like, come on, man. Give me some cans. Some of your cans. When you're done with them, just give me your cans. Help a brother pay rent. Talk to this guy already? It's all about money, you know? It's all about who you know. Listen, I know we were investigating you for murder, but I could use that money for rent. I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm poor. Poor. So, you know, give me the cans. Prove your authority to Titus. You have to gain authority and Titus size for the investigation to advance. Soften them up first. Maybe investigate the crime scene or the body. Look for a witness. Get help from the union boss or the company rep. Tie them to other crimes. So we need to get more authority. So what were our options? Soften him up, which maybe we just did a little bit with G's choice there. Investigate the crime scene or the body. Look for a witness. Get help from the union boss. Hopefully we're talking to a witness tonight. We can go try to talk to union boss. You haven't been on the docks at all. Or the company rep. Already did that. Tie them to any other crimes, which kind of did. Alright. We need to spend a point. We don't need... We already did the suicide, right? Yeah. We're currently doing this one. So, let's look to see what we need points in. We should just go around and start clearing out these checks that we have checks left to do. We'd upgrade our empathy and try Kuno again. That legendary Kuno check. What is our empathy at? 7. 7's not good enough. What else we got? Interfacing for the mirror. This doesn't matter. Volition for the doorbell. That might matter. Got a couple of electrochemistry ones. Sepulization. Got a couple of those. Sunglasses and Tommy. Joyce. Oh, Joyce was the one where we tried to ask her for money, I think. But it wouldn't let me do it when Kim wasn't around, which I thought was weird. Gotta check on the ice cream maker again. Should we... Maybe we'll save this point until after we try to jump off the roof again. Because we should try to jump off the roof again. We're gonna make it. I want my coat. It's probably not even worth it. It's probably terrible. Alright. Let's go check on our ice cream. And then we'll buy a book. Police work is tough. Take a break. How are we doing?
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Heroic 15. Probar is not strong enough. How do I get a stronger probar? Machine unplugged +2. Was that +2 before? Or has that gone up? Somebody give me a stronger pry bar, please. Alright. Back to the bookstore. Buy a book about cuckoo. A cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs Fern. Alright. I want this book. And I'm willing to pay you for it.
A sulfur-crested cockatoo sits on the cover, its beak slightly open. It looks as if the bird is calling out the book title, From A to Zurich, a guide to a well-behaved cockatoo.
We're just gonna buy it.
Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around.
I'm sure you did. Book about different cockatoo species and their behavioral problems. Perhaps it could also offer some insight into your own problematic actions. The spectacular, major, majestic cockatoo eyes you from the cover.
A cockatoo is a parrot with an erectile crest, found on the Seminine Islands and in southern Fas a la Mer. Known for their intelligence and general precociousness, cockatoos are popular birds in aviculture. However, they often exhibit various behavioral issues.
Okay, what more?
This book talks about the delicate nature of toos, as well as introducing some of the most popular species among the bird enthusiasts. The funeral cockatoo, the major majestic cockatoo, and the most common bang bang cockatoo.
Ooh.
It's colorfully illustrated.
Bang bang cockatoo. Alright, so we have a lot we can read. We are going to save our reading for tonight, though. Because we only have people on the streets until a certain time. And I feel like we could probably stay awake longer than that. So we will, when everyone else has gone to sleep, we'll do some light reading about cockatoos. Because we should talk to people while we still have people out on the streets to talk to. Smokers tonight. Haven't found anything for that. Oh, we should go try to find our coat. See if we can get our coat this time. Let's try that jump yet again. This would be what, third time? Fourth time? I think it's fourth. It's gotta be embarrassing at some point. Like, do you think Kim's like, this again? Really? We're gonna try this again? We know you're not brave enough to do it. This woman. See this woman on the roof? I bet money she's in charge. She looks like she's wearing heels, which doesn't fit with the lorry driver thing, but I don't know. She just strikes me as someone important. Back to the roof we go. There's my coat. Okay.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
+1 backed by physical instrument. Alright, we need to up our savoir-faire. What physical instrument we're backed by? We need to take off our pants, I think? No. Does anything do minus savoir-faire? Yes, the shoes. Gotta take off our shoes. So we have to do this barefoot. Does anything add to savoir-faire? Pants subtract. So, okay, so that should be a little better. No shoes.
The tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM
42%.
markings is still caught on the railing.
Got a bad feeling about this, but let's give her a jump, shall we? Nope. God damn it. I want my coat.
No, no. That's still too low. What were you thinking? You're not a gymnast. You're a boxer. And you've climbed way too high up there.
Sure. Just be careful, okay?
Oh.
Looks like you almost strained a muscle there.
Thanks, friend. Alright, do we have anything else savoir-faire that we care about before I put another point into savoir-faire and try again? Yeah, exactly, Sigma. Just make sure there's nothing else that I care about that we should go try first before I reset them again. I think this is the only savoir-faire check, but there might be one other one. I wish that scrolling was better on this menu. Okay, I don't even see any savoir-faires here. Nope, just the, okay, so it's just that. Give me that point. Point. Okay, this is it though. This'll max out our savoir-faire for our current level, unless we do drugs. Okay.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is
58%.
still caught on the railing.
And away we go. Hey. It only took 5 tries.
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
We crit it. Look at that. We crit it. 5 tries. They wouldn't even give us a normal victory. We had to crit it to do it. It was literally 5 tries, I'm pretty sure. Because we tried, and then we got 2 attempts from points, and there was at least 1 attempt off of an event. And then whatever gave us the +1 physical thing, I think was the 5th one. So I'm almost positive it was 5 tries. As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. Close your eyes. Let your senses take you and the world around you. Continue the voyage through the salty air. Close your eyes. Let your senses take in the world around you.
Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
I bet you this is gonna hurt. I'm gonna do that now. Wait, why didn't it give me health? I'm very concerned.
He's so on the money, Bratan! Just imagine yourself dual-wielding a bottle and a flaming cigarette whilst airborne!
Alright. Alright, Necktie, fine. You win that round. Just imagine yourself dual-wielding a bottle and a flaming cigarette whilst airborne. Continue the voyage to the salty air.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
Yeah, give me that sweet adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
Yeah, sweet, sweet disco. Thanks, Kim, for believing in me.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Give me this goddamn coat. Let's put our shoes back on. +1 to Spirit to Corpse and +1 to Shivers. If only we'd had that earlier. Well, we're gonna wear that. Oh, nice. Now we can see our full belly. It's perfect. This adds to blue. Oh, both of these add to conceptualization. If we ever have a conceptualization, we definitely have the clothes for it. Alright. Now we look like a real cop. True blue real cop. What's this? Oh, sound's gonna be all wonky again. Collecting rainwater, thanks. I don't know if I want to go explore the whole harbor yet. What? Bottles? At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. So someone was hanging out here for a while. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red and potent Pilsner.
All those empty wine bottles and cigarette butts on the ground. Someone partied really, really hard here.
Commodore Red was the wine in my room, I'm pretty sure. Did I do this? Probably. Wait, how hard?
Well, they went through 6 bottles of potent Pilsner, 3 bottles of Commodore Red, and almost 4 packs of cigarettes. It must have been pretty hard.
Did I do this?
Well, yes, I think we can say with relative confidence that it was you.
The lieutenant looks at you, then the bottles. Yeah, I mean, my coat was up here. It's probably fair. This is really sad. I must have been miserable. Looks like I had a lot of fun. I was still not completely convinced it was me. I must have been out on an advanced scouting mission in the harbor. Looks like it had a lot of fun.
It really, really doesn't. Let's turn our attention elsewhere and move on.
Aw, the lieutenant turns to go. He's sad for me. That's very nice of him. I'm gonna clean up all my mess. Give me all this money! I need it, I am poor. I spent all my money on rent and a book about birds. What's this?
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud.
Maybe he saw something. So this is where Renee works. I'm gonna look around, search the booth.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Fair.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table.
Take the picture.
It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man, René, is dressed in a Royal Carabinier uniform. The girl is young and very pretty. She is smiling playfully at the camera. René looks like he's about to smile. This photo must be tied to some good memories.
Why did you take that picture of René?
The lieutenant asks, glancing at the photo. I'm gonna ask him about it. I'm a cop. It's instinctual to collect evidence. I'm making an artistic photo collage, Kim. I'm gonna ask him about it.
You're really interested in that old soldier.
I am.
Not sure I understand your fascination, but sure. As long as it doesn't take up a whole lot of time.
Don't worry about it, Kim. I'm just curious. I'm just really curious. I could sell the photo? Jesus. This is where the it's for the 1 real and 21 cents. Okay. I wonder what got reset. Something did. I'm not gonna go to the whole harbor. I don't want to get caught over here. White pines are printed onto the screen covering. Looks like a forest or snow. Do I have to be all the way over there to see that? I'm gonna do that over here. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do that yet. Okay. Let's see what's inside here. What is this place? Huh. It's like an apartment? The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. What is this?
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change.
We'll come back to that. What do we have here? A book? Let me see this book. the leading intellectual organ of Martinet communism, offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizzle with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. Yeah, I've got like a twitch going on. What's in my head? Oh, is he just following my mouse? Oh, okay. My bad. Thought he had a sickness. Just me. I'm the problem, apparently. A standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Someone left the coffee machine on. That probably means they're coming back. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Jesus. Okay. Ooh. What's going on in here?
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
I know, Kim, right? What were they thinking?
Let's see what's inside, he thinks.
Open the drawer.
The drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through them.
Hundreds of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara.
Drug trade.
And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
Anything interesting?
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry.
Force yourself to go through the folders.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
We just barely made that check, too. We rolled double twos. Look at the note.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters.
Buy drugs, sell drugs, profit.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
Yeah, we need way more banners.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
Look, Kim, a to-do list. A to-do note with a list of errands for Everett.
Everard Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
Take another look at the note.
Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners.
More banners.
All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. The drawer slides shut smoothly.
Okay. What else we got? We got some books over here. Another postcard. Sweet. Thank you. We got some sweet shades. We were currently wearing +1 logic, -1 authority. We just got some cool dude shades. +1 visual calculus, -1 drama. So that would make our logic and our authority +0 if we took these off. If we put these on, it'd make our drama +0 and our visual calculus +1. Logic's at 3, visual calculus is at 2. Drama's at 3. Alright. This is where you would go. The blues. Keep that in our pocket for when we need some more visual calculus. Magnesium. I feel like we need to trade some of that for some health packets. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker equals member of the board is written at the top of the flyers. Alright, let's make a phone call, shall we?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
So if their phone works, then the call must have come from here, right?
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Interfacing. Currently have +1 from items. If I leave him, I'm gonna have to pay 10 cents again. I don't remember if we had any interfacing items. We don't have anything that's subtracting from interfacing, which we know from looking at this. One item is giving us a bonus. I feel like I can't not look. Reaction speed, damn it. It's reaction speed, it's not interfacing. Alright, let's see if it'll let me make a phone call.
The already familiar
Okay,
cold
good.
touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Yeah, that's what's giving us the interfacing, yeah. I was just thinking, for some reason I wasn't sure if this was interfacing or if it was another yellow. And it was another yellow, it was reaction speed, not interfacing.
The already
Alright, let's
familiar
give this a try.
cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the hand. Your fingers run
Nice.
over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993.
I wonder who we're calling.
Calling.
The suspense is killing me.
Calling.
Oh my god.
Still calling.
Oh
Then.
god. Who could it be?
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental. You rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. How may I help you?
We have one number memorized in our head, and it's for a video rental place. A 24-hour video rental place. What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy.
No, I meant, what is this place to me? Why did I call you? Do you know me? No, I meant, what is this place to me?
Sir, I don't know. It's a video rental. Maybe you rent videos here.
Do you know me?
No.
Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
Maybe, but I don't even know my name.
If you need any further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. I can't help you over the phone. Are we done?
He sounds annoyed. Womp womp.
He thinks you're pulling a prank on him.
I'm not trying to.
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
Fair. Also, I will say, I'm a little disappointed that our jacket doesn't have our badge. Where's our badge, man? A laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. A little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. 34 pretty pennies, apparently. Alright, let's get out of here. Door is locked and cannot be opened from the side without a pass card. Guess you have no choice but to talk to the union leader. Oh no. We've trapped ourselves. We done goofed. We're trapped in the harbor now. Oh man. What is this?
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arret are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh on. Arret off.
Press off.
Crane stands tall, proud, erect, and still.
Did that let go of the thing? What's this? Money! See faded industrial lighting on the platform. Cabal Sun? Music seems really loud here. I'll turn this down a little bit. Let's try there. No, that's still really loud, huh? It's the rain. The rain is like really loud. Alright, that's a little better. Alright, let's try to press on. Okay. Let's try to press on. There we go.
A rusting control marsh. Up with a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal
I didn't
container
do it.
through the air.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Can't prove that I did that. I was just walking by. It's like teetering. That doesn't seem safe at all.
And with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down.
Alright, nobody heard that.
This crane was built with a purpose, which has now been fulfilled. To move this container.
What's inside the container?
Who can say? All you know is, it's special.
Ooh, is it a drug container?
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
What more could you want, Kim? But also because it's full of drugs.
Before you stands a cargo container, just one of many in the yard.
Lieutenant, I think there's something special about this container.
Is this like your thing with that wall again?
Maybe, I can't tell. I think we should investigate further.
You do? Because I don't.
What? Why not?
There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one?
It was hanging from the crane. I don't know, Kim, it just feels special. Inspect the container, maybe there's contraband in there. You're right, it's probably nothing. Maybe there's contraband in there.
There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
Knock on the door.
No reply.
Open the door.
You attempt to turn the handle, to no avail. The doors seem to be mechanically locked.
Boo.
To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement.
Fair. This is a rhetoric check. Persuade the door to open. Erratic yet thorough. We get +1 from that. +1 from Ben in the world for 2 days. +1 for the die. It's an impossible check. Let's look at our rhetoric items, I guess. Oh, we get -1 to rhetoric right now, I think. From, this? Nope, perception. Oh, we were getting +1 to rhetoric before. Oh no, we get +1 for rhetoric now. Okay, so we're really bad at it.
You're back before the cargo container.
It's a white check.
Its draw has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Maybe we'll crit it. You never know. Let's, because what would we need? We need an 18, which is impossible. We can't actually win this. Oh, but a 12 always wins. So that's why we have a 3%. Because 12 plus this 3 that we have for bonus would be 15, plus the 3 that we get for rhetoric. Okay, so technically it'd be a crit, but would also succeed based on numbers. Fuck it.
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
I don't know, I've tried crazier things. Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
Using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Fine. Fine. Kim, you're such a wet blanket sometimes. The shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Well, that would be because of the strike. Money! Give me that real. What's this? The speaker tower is silent. There is no work to organize in the yards below. Huh. There is stuff to grab though. Blue. What? Fallen equipment. Do we have any other fallen equipment? Or have we just seen it places? I think we've just seen it places. Disco ass blazer. Our first piece of fallen gear. Ultra Series gloves. +1 to half-light. Where's my red? Red's here, right? Okay. Cool, cool, cool. How do they look? Oh, they do look cooler than mine. We'll keep the interfacing though. For now. Sorry, I had to sneeze there real quick. Came out of nowhere. For ultimate performance efficiency, these fallen Ultra Series gloves come fingerless and with a grippy padding covering their palms, making these ideal for quadrupedal movement or for lifting cargo. Industrial sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Cute. Money! These guys just leave money everywhere. There's a guy over there. Hello. The banner sags under the weight of the rain and snow. White waves on red. He's singing. Oh, soon the green is gone, and everything is red.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
Okay, Leo. You're the sidekick. How's it going?
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisunt on Muindi.
Cool.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard.
This man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you. Hi.
Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister?
Hi, friend.
The look in his deep blue eyes is as sincere as you've ever seen. Kind of makes you feel like an arsehole for no apparent reason.
Oh, whoops.
I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. What is with you people in scabs? Actually, I am, yes.
I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right? What are you doing with the containers? Where is everyone? The harbor's empty. Do you work here? Are you Leo who wrote the note to make more banners? What's in the container over there? Point to the container suspended from the crane arm. I'm looking for the leader of the dock workers union. Let's start there.
Oh, you want Mr. Everard then? He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows.
Sure they
They've
are.
lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs and then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Everard and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Patience. Deep down you have the mental power to keep listening. Not many would, but you do.
Well, good luck for me. Easy now. I just want to know where I can find this man. Do not interrupt.
Had an arithmetics teacher, Miss Bellows. Her real name was Miss Bellams. She was a real pretty lady, but when she got mad, all the boys liked her, if you know what I mean, mister. We used to sneak in her yard in the dark and peek through the window. One time we saw Miss Bellows with a fellow. Yes, we did, mister.
He looks for signs of disbelief in your eye. Everett, where can I find him? Don't say anything. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes, we did. We did, mister. Indeed we did. Him was a big, big fellow. Used to drive the Troika near ours' school and everything. Them was all naked too. That's all I got to say about that.
Leo, you're an individual, aren't you? Very interesting, very interesting. Thank you for telling me the whole thing.
Thank you. Almost forgot. Mr. Everard is in that container over there. I got distracted telling the story, but he's in there.
He's in the container? What are you doing in the container? Do you work here?
Yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town, and Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Mrs. Beaufort, you say? Any chance she's a lady driver?
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am.
Oh, Leo.
Stay on this Miss Beaufort topic.
Agreed, Volition. Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort? I think you're doing a great job around here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this place would fall apart if you didn't shine the boss man's shoes, Leo. Hold on. Who's this Miss Beaufort you mentioned?
Oh, Lizzie. She is a real sharp tool.
Oh, Elizabeth.
Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything.
She's a lawyer.
East of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly. But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
For a fraction of a second, there's sadness in his eyes.
Oh, weird.
If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
Oh.
Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
That's quite a while. He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
Law school? Could she be talking about the Union Fixer, aka the Gardener?
Okay, so this is the Union Fixer, the gardener?
Looks like it.
I'm not sure what a fixer is, but she is a real nice girl. Smart as a whip, too.
The little guy smiles a disarming smile at you. Where is everyone? The harbor's empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential look.
We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What trouble did Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about
I
that.
bet.
That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
Which is why they're drinking at 10 a.m.
Don't go all bad cop on this simple, friendly fellow.
Yeah, right? How do I do that? But what did they actually do? Really, did they kill someone?
No, I don't think they killed anyone. Let's better talk about something else. Titus and his boys do good work. I don't want to get them in trouble over a little drinking.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
Logic. We were just talking about logic. I think I currently have all my items for logic on. I think I could get more conceptualization. Yes, what's up?
Sure, mister. About what? Bye-bye now.
Let's take a look. It was conceptualization, right? No, it was logic. So we don't have anything that adds to logic. Just conceptualization.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here.
Geez.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
I had some questions for you if it's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. It's like that old saying goes, wisdom withers if not shared. And old Leo is always up for sharing. Oh, I'm just making
Let's
some
try
covers
this
for
logic
them
check.
containers here.
What's
Yes,
going
I
on
am.
here?
Yes,
Look at
I
the
am.
mountains of containers
So
rising
it's easier
behind
for the
him.
crane operators to spot them.
Damn it.
Everything is so pretty and red. You and Leo look like brothers as you glance around with similar childlike wonder.
Wow, red is so much prettier than drab old green, or keep the amazements to yourself. Wow, red is so much prettier than drab old green.
Sure is, mister. Sure is. Really livens up the place. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Leo looks around merrily.
I had to break this bonding moment, but the red containers mean they are replacing the company livery with the union livery, which means this strike isn't gonna stop anytime soon.
Yeah, we get it, Kim. What's in the container over there?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Told you.
You could be wrong, Kim. You're Gooby, right?
Oh, yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the New World.
The New
I was
World.
about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubies are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot. I
Okay.
just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir. Those are just nasty rumors.
Thanks for letting me know.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Exactly. Are you the Leo who wrote the notes to make more banners?
Oh, yes, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
Yeah, I'm the same way, Leo. I get it. What was that about the borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
He shakes his head with a wide smile. What do you mean by taking soup to the men? Is it for the striking?
Yes, yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the whirling in rags.
Hold up, who makes it the whirling? Something's off about this borscht. I'm going to look into it. Hold up, who makes it the whirling?
Oh, the whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Something's off about this borscht. I'm gonna look into it.
Oh, sure, mister. Sure. You do that. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'm gonna look into this borscht. I don't trust it. The special borscht. Let's look into it. See what's going on with this borscht. Coffee? Coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. A stair made of pallets leading up. That is a giant man. Oh, the stairs go this way? Okay. Swordfish. The taxidermy fish that tells time. Alright, let's talk to this guy who's this entire desk. This whole thing is him. Alright, let's do it.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Look at this guy's face. Look at that face. That's coming from me, who looks like a sadistic clown. This guy's like looks like a toad. He's like a toad that swallowed a businessman.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you.
I do that too. Mr. Dubois? Do I dare click? What's a Mr. Dubois? This site can't be reached.
A typical power play. Wait for him to speak first. Show him you've got a backbone.
Say nothing, look him dead in the eye.
The one good eye of this man fills you up without even flickering. The other, his lazy eye, is constantly moving like a goldfish in a tank. For a moment, you don't know where to look. It is unbearably humid in the trailer. Beads of sweat slide down the man's forehead.
It's true, he is just like in a container. Stop, this is getting too weird. Keep staring.
At first, nothing happens. His face wears a wide and self-satisfied smile. Every now and then, he smacks his big lips. Like a general over his maps, he plots his moves. Judging by the way he's licking his chops, it's going to be a good one.
Ooh, let's see what he's got.
So...
He begins to speak, albeit very slowly, purposefully leaving a pause after his opener.
Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi, how nice that you found a moment to pay a visit to the Debarders Union. I'm Everard Clare, head of this little operation here.
How did you know he was going to say Mr. Dubois? Is that a spoiler, Sigma? Is that my name? Harry Dubois? Because I'm pretty sure my first name is Harry at this point.
Please, have a seat.
He gestures to a tiny folding chair opposite of his giant desk.
The folding chair looks like a torture device. Extremely uncomfortable.
I'm sure.
You go ahead, detective.
The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair. Well played, Kim. Oh, you called him Durbois? He called me Mr. Dubois. Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. Which his name is Kim Kitsuragi, so I must be Mr. Dubois. Right, Durbois, of course.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Well, probably because it's my name. I'd rather stand.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
He's trying to throw you off your game with this Dubois nonsense. Don't give him the pleasure.
I don't sit. It's kind of my thing.
Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions.
As he nods, his multiple chins move like ocean waves.
I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level.
So you stand up.
Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But until then, I'm afraid I must ask you to leave.
He turns back to his typewriter.
Don't give up, but don't leave either. You're going to have this conversation on your terms. You just need to remain headstrong.
To take you on. Don't give up, but don't leave. Remain standing and don't go anywhere.
Everard starts whistling a little worker song. He really is trying to ignore you, or will you out of existence.
Stand strong.
The lieutenant stands right next to you, not showing any signs of impatience or boredom.
I see you are an extremely stubborn man, Mr. Dubois. That ain't necessarily a bad thing.
Finally, the big man looks you in the eye and speaks.
You did it. This might help against whatever comes next.
Take that. I sit for no man. I stand, or I lay down on the floor. That's it.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today? By the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say.
No, you leave Lawrence alone. He's just trying to collect his money.
This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge.
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again.
Hey, that's 25 real. That's good money. Think of all the stuff you could.
Wait, you know Gart? Thank you, Everett. Take the comically large check. Take the comically large check, but don't say anything. Keep it, I'm good. Leave the check. You can take the comically large check and shove it up your ass. 25 real is not nothing. We do need money. Take the comically large check, but don't say anything. Let's do that.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or...
No.
Volition says no. Yeah, thanks. No, it's cool. You've got integrity.
Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria manager. But, sure, if that's what's cool nowadays.
Super cool.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Who told you that I lost my gun?
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun.
Who told you?
The world is swallowed
Ow.
by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun.
Yeah, and I succeeded on that and it still hurt.
Oh God, why didn't you think of this before? Cops have guns. Where's yours?
Pat your pockets, this doesn't worry me at all. Who cares if I lost my gun and the love of my life? Pat your pockets.
It's gone.
Ah!
Your gun is gone. There's nothing in your pockets.
Ow.
You don't need a gun. We can still have fun without the gun. The fun doesn't need to stop. Have some right now.
Oh, God damn it, necktie.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. Don't be. Everything's going to be all right.
Uh-huh.
It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
Oh, man. Crap. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the novelty check. At least you're not sitting. Oh, man. I mean, we should try it. Damn it.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry.
Oh, I missed it by 1.
You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
No, I'm not gonna try to stay cool. Try to stay cool.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this,
Ow.
Mr. Dubois?
This guy
keeps
hurts.
repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Dirt didn't what? And he's permanently poor. What didn't Dirt do? Oh, it took the money? He didn't take the money. I mean, I'm also permanently poor, but he offered me money. This is the first time I haven't had to try to... I mean, I haven't been begging for any money. This is the first time that someone offered me money. So I didn't have to beg.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
The large man snaps his fingers, but to no effect. You're in some stupor. Keep standing there wobbly like a man-shaped jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe space. Oh God. Keep standing there wobbly like a man-shaped jello shot. There are no Harrys. Let your mind go to your safe place. Let's keep standing wobbly.
While Everard is distracted by your odd behavior, the lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
This goes far differently if you know your name already and have your gun. I mean, I imagine it would. I have no idea where my badge and gun are. Not a clue. While Everett is... To be fair, I also wasn't planning on doing this now. There was no way around it. We trapped ourselves after we grabbed our coat. While Everett is distracted by your odd behavior, Lieutenant's eyes are mapping everything around you. The folder, desk, papers on the wall.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
I mean, maybe.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
I don't know. Nah, I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture your hands above your head. Oh yeah, man. I'm fucking great. Keep wobbling. Actually, I could really use that glass of water. Straighten out, or I'm melting. Oh yeah, man. I'm fucking great.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
I am now. I gotta go find my gun.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
I'm told the union is involved in local drug trade. I just finished investigating local drug trade. Aren't you going to ask how I got in? You call me Mr. Dubois. Why? Let's talk about my lost gun. I want to talk about the hanging. I'm looking into your shady brew. I bet Joyce. What is the container that's outside your office? Let's talk about my lost gun.
Yes, your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone.
Great.
Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
He winks at you. Ugh.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Hold on. Could he really hold my gun hostage? I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun. Keep it. Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back? Could he really hold my gun hostage?
Who knows? Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
I will not be blackmailed with this gun business. I don't care about my gun. Does this mean if I do things for you, I'll get my gun back?
Damn it, Harry. That's exactly what it means. I'm only kidding, of course.
He turns to the lieutenant. About that.
Of course. I understand. We help you, you help us.
You call me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Everard, I call you Harry.
That's what the hanged corpse called you. Harry.
So that's really my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
He shrugs with an amazed expression.
I think the odds of that are very low.
He looks at you. It's true, my memory's hazy. My memory's fine, I'm just testing you. Just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
He pats the brown folder in front of him.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Everett over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
His eyes never leave yours.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Drama. Do I have an item that adds to drama? Okay. Let me see. What's my full name? Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids? What kind of a cop does it say I am? Where did you get that folder? Let's talk about other matters.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. Wait.
Talk.
You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Great, wouldn't want to get stuck
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Thanks. I have something that subtracts from drama. Subtracts some drama. Talk to the big
Mr.
man.
Dubois, a pleasure as always.
Oh, I bet he's still fuming internally due to your no-sitting escapades. He doesn't like to lose a battle of will.
Let's see. I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to help, like I'm helping you with your lost gun.
Yeah, I'm already wearing the drama fishnets. What was I thinking? I was thinking maybe the glasses added drama is what it was, but it was that it subtracted from drama.
I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense that there's a but. Say nothing.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
I mean, I kind of know what happened already.
Yes, that sounds good. Let's do that.
The lieutenant says with a nod.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Suddenly he slaps himself on the forehead. I've opened a few doors in my life. You've heard wrong, we're not. Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines? I've opened a few doors in my life.
And I'm sure you're going to open this one with flying colors, Harry. This really is very simple, and there's nothing shady about it.
Uh-huh.
The stars aligned into a cosmic frown here. He has your fate decided. Bide your time, however, and let the stars continue their course, and that frown shall turn into a smile. Only if you play along.
Yeah, a whole lot of Sigma. Why don't you just open yourself? Whose door is it? I bet you don't even know anything about the hanging. Damn it, fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder. Whose door is it?
Oh, no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
Yeah, this is one of the Hardy Boys. He removes his glasses and rubs his nose.
Just go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on. Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do.
Oh, yeah?
You look like you could run around all day.
He slams his fists together.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
But you don't even know anything about the hanging. Damn it, fine, I'll look into it. We need to talk about that murder, accept the task. I can't accept this right now. Damn it, fine, we'll look into it.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
He flicks his fingers.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry.
He smiles, obviously satisfied with how well he planned it all out.
Just open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
I mean, I'm absolutely going in there. I just finished investigating the local drug trade.
You've got a lot of spirit clearing up the drug problem alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now, let's talk real business.
Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
Aren't you gonna ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age...
Say nothing. Man my age, what are you implying? I'm at the peak of my abilities. I too am surprised by the resilience and athleticism this tool has provided me with. Tap your chest. My body's gonna break down any moment now. Probably push it to the limit. Enough wackiness, let's get back to business. Say nothing.
The big man peers at you over the rims of his glasses for a moment, then interlaces his fingers and rests his chin on his hands.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
Oh, that must be nice. What's in the container outside your office?
My dear Harry, There are literally millions of containers in this harbor. I couldn't possibly remember what's in all of them.
There's something special about it. It was attached to the crane.
Harry, you smooth-talking son of a bitch. Time is a precious resource, and I don't have enough of it to count containers with you.
He says with the fondest of smiles.
Smooth talking. Maybe that's the way to go about opening the container. You should at least try convincing it.
Alright, I'll try to convince the container. Wanted to go over a couple things about me.
Let's hear it, Harry.
%58%. Let's give it a shot. Damn it.
Everard's large hands are covering the folder.
God
But the
damn.
look on his face says, I know everything about you, Harry.
He knows everything about me.
I'm sure it's not that bad. At worst, he has an old RCM folder, and I very much doubt even that.
Harry, I just know the things that matter to our friendship, and I want you to feel free to ask me about those things.
Well, where did you get that folder?
Ah, this? My friends in your organization gave it to me, Harry.
I find that very suspicious. May I have a look?
Nice try, Kim.
I'm afraid this is meant for Union eyes only, Mr. Kitsuragi. I'm sure you understand. Please continue, Harry.
What kind of cop does it say I am?
Well, Harry, if I were to sum you up in one word, it would be apologetic.
I'm sorry?
Yes. You seem to be. A lot of the time.
Yeah, I'm a sorry
But
cop.
right now, there's no reason to be. Let loose a little. Be you.
That is me. I'm very sorry about everything. Sorry, son of a bitch. Do you know anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids? What's my full name?
It's Harry. Harry Dubois.
I knew it.
You feel like a Dubois, but you don't feel like a Harry. Strange.
Then maybe that means I go by a different name? Wait, I thought you are Harry Dubois. I feel like a Dubois, but not quite a Harry. Something longer. Okay, I like it. I can work with that. I don't really like it. I feel like a Dubois, but not quite like a Harry. Something longer.
Sure, okay. You're Harold. Harmon. Haroldamus. But that's not what the record says. The record says Harry Dubois. A real man's name.
He taps on the folder. The lieutenant covers his face and sighs audibly.
Mr. Kitsuragi doesn't seem even slightly empathetic to your memory loss, Harry. I, however, wish to help you any way I can.
He frowns at the lieutenant. Anything about my family? Do I have a wife or kids? I do not.
Family? Harry, you're not a family man. There's not one peep of family in here. Unless you think you're a family man. Do you strike yourself as a family man, Harry?
You're right, I don't. I think I do. I'd be a wonderful father. Never mind the family. Never mind the family.
Family, Harry, is the most important thing in the world.
He glances lovingly at the framed photo in front of him. Let's talk about other matters.
Of course, Harry, of course. Let's not linger on personal details and amnesia. You wanted something from me.
I met Joyce, the company rep.
Oh, that's very nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see.
So busy.
I hope you're getting along.
He adjusts a button on his sleeve.
One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation. Everyone is just pals here.
Just pals?
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I'm helping you find your lost gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Okay.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Right. Are you sure? I find it a little odd. What happened to the previous negotiator? Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Everett, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her. Why haven't you let her in to see you? Are you sure? I find it a little odd.
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. Politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
What happened to the previous negotiator?
What do you mean, Harry? Nothing. I let him go.
The big man sounds annoyed. He made concessions for the company in previous negotiations. Why would you let an ally like that go?
He's an old man, Harry. I wanted him to spend more time with his family. God knows how long he's got left.
He looks down and sighs. called him a midget.
Harry, I have little people in my organization. I would never call someone a midget. What is this?
He exclaims, indignant.
Honestly, I'm beginning to think you're a midget, Harry. I'm only kidding, Harry. You're not a midget. No one is. We're pals.
Abruptly, he smiles and changes tone. Joyce said the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances. Everett, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her. Why haven't you let her in to see you?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
Well then.
He doesn't want to see her.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
Joyce said that the previous union leader vanished under suspicious circumstances.
Vanished? Harry, the woman left her casserole in the oven and couldn't make it here in time for the voting. Oh, did I leave my casserole on? Better go home and check. The election can wait. When she got back, the whole thing was over.
Aha.
Wait, there was no mention of a casserole from Joyce.
Funny, Joyce didn't mention any casserole.
Harry, Harry, Harry. Do not fixate on this little matter. Maybe it was a rabbit stew, or a hairdryer, or an iron. The point is, her heart wasn't in it. Mine was.
Aha.
That much is true. His heart truly is in it, though you wouldn't think so by looking at him. If it's spilled blood you're looking for, then there certainly isn't any in his expression or demeanor now.
Everett, Joyce seems to think the union is lowballing her.
Yes, yes. Low-balling, of course. This isn't a casino, Harry. Real people, real livelihoods are at stake here. But everything's a casino for those rich types.
He's suddenly very serious.
His expression makes it clear. This is childish and irresponsible behavior.
Okay, let's start with something else.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. This is a completely transparent organization. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret.
Yeah, about that.
Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun. Tell her about everything. Everett doesn't mind.
Yeah, about that gun, bud.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
The big man raises his hand in farewell. Well, that went less than well, shall we say. That went mostly less than well. That's right, it's this way. I didn't die from the chair, but oh man. Oh, was the chair an actual trap? The one that I refused to sit in? Could that have actually killed me? Jer took physical damage. I mean, physical damage for me is worse. I'd rather take moral damage. So many points. Well, I'm glad I didn't sit down then. So I'm calling that a win. It's better if I take morale damage because I have more healing for it and I have more pips in it. So I can take more hits that way. So... Although I guess probably could have taken both. I could have been sitting in the chair taking physical damage and then not knowing where my gun was taking morale damage.
You're back before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Grumble, grumble. Unlock some doors. Sound, stop being wonky. We can't go down these steps, right? No, points of damage. I'm very glad I didn't sit down. I held strong. It was all the practice narrowing my eyes. Can I call this guy back now?
The payphone hangs mutely.
Okay. Okay, guess we're just gonna leave. The key card worked. We're outside. I think. Yes. What's going on over here? Is this Measurehead? Just gonna save. No reason. Just feels like a good spot to save. That's been trying to walk by it.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Alright.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
The young woman at the giant side agrees.
Don't say anything. Size him up first.
Say nothing, size him up first. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy? My body does not betray my degeneracy. My body is unimportant. With the police, I have police business. We don't have time for this now. Say nothing.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology?
A ripple of muscle passes underneath the skin. He lets you look.
It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle.
Oh god, another
Be
racist.
calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger because you are not a threat to me.
Puff your chest out. Still say nothing. What do you mean? My body? My body does not. My body's unimportant. Puff your chest out.
What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
It's the fishnets, isn't it? He looks down at you, taking stock of your physique.
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely.
Oh.
Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your blood pressure rise.
We failed the endurance check by standing.
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend.
Haha.
This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Yeah, let me psychoanalyze you though. We'll see who breaks down.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy pretty hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
She holds her nose. What do you mean my body betrays my degeneracy?
You have succumbed to Al-Ghul.
His face contorts in disgust, as if it were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al-Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
Wait, alcohol. Smell your breath. Kim isn't really that bad. You're right, I'm an alcoholic. Now I need you to cooperate with me. I don't have a problem with alcohol. I just drink a little on the weekends. Wait, alcohol?
Yes, Al-Ghul.
But what is Al-Ghul?
Al-Ghul is an ancient Ilmaran poison, a parasitic fungus that has colonized your race. It is a trick the desert pygmies played on you for humiliating them and stripping them of their land.
You mean alcohol? This explains everything. This has nothing to do with why I'm here. You mean alcohol?
Correct. My small skull servant.
He nods approvingly. I don't have a problem with alcohol. I just drink a little on the weekends.
Your mouth moves, but the one who speaks is Al-Ghul.
Al-Ghul.
You are but a vessel for the Ghul now.
Ooh.
Very little of yourself remains.
I'm just an alcohol ghoul.
Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Okay.
Show him the ham still got it.
First, let me make this clear. I'm not a drunk. I'm I'm a cop. I just have a few drinks every now and then. Everyone does. Actually, I think the ham sandwich race still has it in them. I'm police and I need you to comply now. Take a step closer. The race stuff is unimportant here. I just need you to help me do my job, please. The race stuff is unimportant. I just need you to help me do my job, please.
Begging for help. Attempting to pass via for cooperation. How far the Occidental Hablo group has fallen. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Some of us just like potatoes a lot. No reason to pick at them.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
You're right about all this. Now I just need you to cooperate with me as a police officer. The situation's serious. Your people have probably killed a man. This is going nowhere. You're right about all this. Now I just need you to cooperate with me as a police officer.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
This dude's wild.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Thanks.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Isn't Everett the union boss white? Know anything about this mug? Show him the mug. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys? What are these tattoos of yours supposed to mean? Or conceptualization? Subscribe to his advanced race theory? Well, we're not doing that. Nope. Sure as hell aren't doing that. What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
He gestures towards the lorryman down the street.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features.
Phrenology?
This should dispel any doubt.
Phrenology, bro? You believe in phrenology? Oh my god. You sure I'm not craniologically superior to you? You're right. That's craniometric perfection. Or he doesn't stand a chance or say nothing. You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability.
What's wrong with that?
From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby.
Does not.
This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head.
You don't have any hair.
Long arms relative to lower limbs.
You don't have any hair on your head.
This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal.
What?
An offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper. And possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
This wannabe Colossus just called me not a cop. Interesting. So one of my ancestors was Sur-la-Clef and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only reason you are here.
I love this guy speaks only in capital letters. Why are you not with the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
He looks towards the coast defiantly. But you're all part of the Union.
The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the Union alone. And I do this out of race heroism.
What?
Finance is an alien concept to the Seminoles.
Also, he just called the Hardys manlets. Jeez.
Now leave me be. I must luxuriate in the company of my woman.
Uh-huh. You know anything about this mug? Show him the mug.
He does not so much as glance at the object.
Put this into the trash lately?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
Isn't Everett the Union boss white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
He turns his eyes towards the harbor, seemingly bored with you.
There must be some friction there. He's keeping it well hidden, however.
Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life? You keep telling yourself that. I'm sorry, of course, I understand now, deeper. Yeah, but you still serve him. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront International Capital, which is something your race naivistic communists never did.
Uh-huh.
Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
I'm no communist. Communism is pretty cool. Individualism, my jam. My jam is a mysterious fourth thing. Enough of this. Communism is pretty cool.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases.
Yeah, where's my 4 XP, Sigma? Rock and roll? You don't like rock and roll? Jesus, guy.
Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large.
Where's
Tell
my
me
4
where
XP?
have you gotten your love of pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
I've gotten it from disco, actually. It's true, I'm a rock and roll star and a rebel. Youth culture does not affect my thinking. I got it from disco, actually.
Offshoots of the Seminoles people invented disco while having sex under the influence of cocaine.
What's wrong with that?
It is a shame upon my race. But what is done is done.
God, why do you hate everything that's fun?
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminoles race.
Okay, I'll ask her the Seminoles. I don't really know who the Seminoles are. I've recently experienced a head trauma. Wonderful. We're done with this land inquiry. Okay, I'll ask her the Seminoles.
The South Island race, haplogroup A4A. We are the rightful masters of the Insulindian archipelago. We descend from the Areopagites of ancient Pericarnassus and arrived here
slowly.
4,000 years ago. Millennia before you.
Congrats.
We are the future. That is all you need to know.
So you were born and raised on the islands before you moved to Revachol?
I am a descendant. The narrow streets of Ulimbuir are with me in my genetic dreams. I see young Seminese women walk into the grey mass on Ile de Fantôme, waiting on immaculate conception from the pale.
So you did come from the islands? Or so you did not come from the islands? So you did not come from the islands?
No. I have heard about it on the radio.
This guy did all of his research on YouTube.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front of the women.
Oh, well, he can go fuck himself. You don't want me to keep talking about this? Oh, that's funny. So you're not really Seminese, you're just from Revachol.
I'm from Couronne. And no, it is not just in Revachol. The city is central to the Seminese strategy. Spreading through its trade networks, our culture will dominate the world. You have heard enough about our phylogenetic secrets for today. You have extinction to come to terms with. Think upon it.
Hey Kim, what do you think about all this?
I think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be the really good one.
I love Kim. I think this racist is better than the last, but the next racist, now that one, top tier racist. How do you know there will be a next racist? I like the previous racist better, actually. How do you know there'll be a next racist?
There always is.
There always is. I knew that was going to be the answer, but I had to click it anyways.
Race is reality.
He nods approvingly. Alright, Measurehead. You're a dummy. Let me walk by you to get this box. Come on, give me the money. Eat the Lebowski money. Wait, eat the money, Lebowski. Let's talk to this guy again. I think we kind of cut him off last time.
How'd you like our harbor?
Oh, this is Manana. That's right. How'd we like the harbor? Was nice enough. Labor Utopia, not approvingly. Complete shit. Labor Utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He nods. He notes solemnly, then turns to you. A wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everett said you have a key to a door. Hey, you're the man in boots at the gate. Kuno said you know about the armor. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Any idea who killed the hangman? Everett said you had a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He runs his fingers through his mustache. He said it belonged to a weasel. I was hoping you could tell me. I don't know, some whistleblower, I think. He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
He has that key. Does that mean you have other keys? Like maybe a key to a secret door in a kitchen? I saw an opportunity, I took it. I'm a hustle grinder. I heard something about a weasel and didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. I'm not opening this door for myself, I'm opening it for all working men. I'm not really doing this for political reasons. Heard something about a weasel and didn't sound like a polar weasel. I'm opening this door not just for myself, I'm opening it for all working men.
I knew this man was a commie. And it's a good thing you're doing too. Thanks.
He smiles, tilting his head.
What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
Have we met a janitor? I don't remember a janitor. His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task, this weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
The man takes a big sip from his flask.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting.
Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys? Why are you striking? Hey, you're the man by the boots. Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an
Los
independent
Ardis.
militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility.
Independent militant group? Oh. So wait, are they union or are they not union? Or are they both?
They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of
Got
law
it,
and
they're
all
both.
that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Yeah, he's their police force. Got it. He takes a swig from his flask.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes?
He is, but we should probably let it go. Let it go.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
He seems pleased with himself. Wait, so not wages or pensions or how large a share would you like? Oh, okay, economy stuff, I get it. I'm gonna talk about something else. How large a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Are you a communist? The bossman Everett, what can you tell me about him? Got the picture, let me ask him. The bossman Everett, what can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail anyways?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties. Watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world...
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt?
The old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That desk seemed lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
Interesting stance.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
How dare you?
Not you, you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door.
There is that weasel door. Which I may or may not open, we'll see. Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all.
I want it all for me.
Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
The I shouldn't should be a big one, probably. But the stuff you do aligns admirably well with the World Republic. Why not call yourself a communist? Right on, brother. You shouldn't take what's not yours. Cool, I don't have anything to say about that. But the stuff you do aligns admirably well with the World Republic. Why not call yourself a communist?
I have nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. And they have good analysis.
He takes a swig from his flask.
But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man as well as a man can fail a code, then I will have to submit to a new one, which may well be communism.
I guess I understand. I'm not sure I understand. It sounds like you're a communist who thinks he isn't doing enough to call himself one. That last one.
See, I'm primarily a lazy person.
No way. He looks very amused, as if thinking about some private joke or mystery. You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure. I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
He spreads his arm wide, using the reach to show how much time he has. Fortunately, there's always time.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool.
Interesting.
That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Maybe I'm a Bordero? Oh, Bordero's a about old woman who was obsessed with the actor. She was obsessed with them. They were borderos. Doesn't sound that cool. It sounds antiquated, obsolete, passé. It's not disco.
The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could effortlessly go even wider, if need be. An endless torrent of time.
Any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
He shakes his head solemnly. The merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo boat, one often used to transport heavy transport areas, for example, harbors. The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are dock workers involved in the killing? The merc was hanged with a very specific type of cargo boat.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up, what does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Uh-huh.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
The lieutenant takes a note.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
He takes a sip from his flask. Hey, you're the man in boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor.
The little boy had the good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, and the cop's in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock.
Sounds like Kuno.
Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
He smiles. So Kuno used this to what? Scare you? The probe into the armor, what did you learn? So Kuno used this to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. The probe into the armor, what did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
Fair.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
He explains with a wiry smile.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
More like a job at all, knowing you. Hold up, 4 pieces, helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings? I'm going to find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough. I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of the pieces. Hold up, 4 pieces?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
Why are the leggings gone? I'm ambitious. I'm going to find all of it. All the pieces.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, and I would leave the boots to processing, but okay. Let's find all of it.
Yeah, we're going to find all of it.
And Mesqui's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
He glances south where the canal runs. Alright. Thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He finally takes a swig from the flask.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Good talking to you. Gotta run. It says GRIH, the Great Revachol Industrial Harbor. So many tasks. asks.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot and oddly screechy for a man of his size. I am the law. What's going on here? It looks like too much trouble for my taste. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here. He's also one of the mercs, I'm pretty sure.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Yes, no. Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay. Then I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work!
He chants at the gates.
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
He leans closer. What kind of cause are we talking about? I don't think I've chosen any sides yet. Regardless, I have some questions for you. What kind of cause are we talking about?
Rights of people. Rights of workers. To have gainful employment. To make a salary. And feed their families.
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions. Like, why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you!
He bellows to the gates.
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
He points his finger at the man sitting on the railing. Oh, manana?
So do we, Scott.
The loitering man hollers in return. Are you a mercenary hired by the Wild Pines? No, we're not gonna out him right away. I think you may be able to help me decipher some tattoos. Take up the picture. What is a strike? Who are all the strike breakers? What exactly is your goal here? What is a strike?
When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work from other people.
He shifts uncomfortably in his workers' overalls. What do the strikers want?
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
Thanks, bud.
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
It's because he's actually a merc. Ill-fitting, what does it mean?
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
He stole someone's clothes. You wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what.
Who are all these strikebreakers? Look around.
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
The man runs a hand through his steadily graying military haircut. Oh, look, another clue, his military haircut.
We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
The lieutenant looks him in the eye.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do!
Okay.
You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
He points to the gates. And you're unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel.
Points up the stairs.
And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
He points at the dock worker idling on the staircase. Wait, head measurer? Have you considered storming in like all of you? Why don't you just talk to them? Wait, head measurer?
Yeah? That giant up there on the bridge you talked to. Head measurer. Won't let the workers by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be? You seem capable.
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there. But that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters.
Have you considered storming in, like all of you?
Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
That look, eh?
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw. A perfect, lightly bearded square wedge.
He seems to be following his orders well enough for now. But beneath it all, there is a boiling rage and a dangerous carelessness.
Yeah, because he wants to kill them because they killed his friend.
Do not be fooled by the programming. There is a precarious balance inside him, keeping him in check. But it's shaky as hell, and he's tired of it all.
Do we dare show him the photo? We might come back for that. I'm not saving for any reason. You're saving.
Right to work! Right to
I think you may be able to help me decipher some tattoos. Take out the picture.
Don't think so.
He grunts, barely glancing at it.
Suddenly, this feels like a really bad idea.
Oh. Ooh. Inland Empire giving some insight. I also thought it might be a bad idea. They were on the body of the man who was hanged behind the cafeteria there. Give him the photo. It was on your colonel. Give him the photo. We're investigating murder. These tattoos were on the victim's body. Give him a photo. Of course, yes. Let's forget about it. Let's discuss something else. We're investigating a murder. These tattoos are on the victim's body. Give him the photo.
Silence. He takes the photo. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. His face is unmoving. You see dead flesh in colorful rivers of polychrome, melted skin and hair.
Weird.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
After a while, he cranes his head side to side in sighs. Loincloths?
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the tattoo means?
What it means.
He points to one tiny star in the web of lines, away from the man's heart, almost on his stomach.
I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
He squints at it. It's so small. Yes.
Our colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush in Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He's on a reconnaissance mission. He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
He licks his lips as if drunk suddenly.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic. Last moment to back off.
Don't interrupt him.
Our boy. He's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon.
His voice gets strangely quiet. A long, long way from right to work. His gaze pierces the paper.
At dawn, he comes upon two kids, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe they were just making eyes at each other. I like to think they were breeding.
Okay. Unnecessary detail, but go ahead.
We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice.
Oh, God.
A little fat, you know, but not too old.
Oh, well, this is horrible. Say nothing.
She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason. The kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch.
He nods towards the man on the gates. So these mercenaries are terrible human beings. Noted.
God. Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them.
What the fuck?
Said primitive spirits were watching over him now.
What the fuck?
Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Something stirs in your stomach.
Yeah, I bet it does.
The story must have stirred up some conflicting emotions. The man looks tired for a second.
Fucking hell.
There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless. Odorless. It's...
Yeah, evil. It's definitely evil. You were there, you're not really a scab leader. You can have that. Can I have it back? You were there?
No, I was somewhere else. That's just a guess as to what this one little star on his belly might mean. I'm just a bouncer.
Evil.
You bet it was.
What is evil?
It's just nature. This guy, he used to say evil is when nature and spirit meet in the wrong place.
He points at the picture. I have that back.
Go ahead. All right now. Free commerce! Keep the goods flowing!
He turns towards the gate.
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them, littering his dead skin.
Alright, let's go. I don't need to talk to that guy anymore. There are so many terrible people in this game. Let's turn in some, while we're here, since we're running by it, let's turn in some bottles because we have a bunch from our little binge on the rooftop. And then we're probably going to call it, but I can't end on that note because that was dark as shit. Oh my god, that was dark as shit.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money
$1.20.
appears.
We're almost rich. So we're going to do something that I think Sigma will enjoy. That is how we'll end the stream tonight. I think Sigma might appreciate it. I think it's a terrible idea. Hey, Awful Spit. Welcome to the chat. This game is amazing, to put it lightly. It is an RPG. There's very little combat or anything like that. It's all about being a detective in this great big city and exploring and looking at things and trying to decipher things, but also talking to people because you're a detective. So a lot of the game is talking. They recently meaning, I don't know, a year ago or something, released the quote-unquote final cut, which gives voice acting to like everything, which is amazing. The voice acting is also great, which is incredible because a lot of big dense RPGs like this, you have to read everything, and in this, like 95% of it is voiced basically. The aesthetic is beautiful, the art beautiful, and then the greatest part of it I haven't even told you about yet, which is so this grid system is like all your skills to do skill checks in the game, but it's also representative of basically parts of your body and soul, your psyche, your knowledge, all of that, and all of these talk at you. So when you're having a conversation, you know, empathy might chime in and say, "Oh, we probably want to be a little kinder to her right now, or she's gonna break down." And it's like empathy in your brain telling you this, and that's if you pass the check. If you fail the empathy check, maybe the empathy will tell you something completely different. I won't say too much other than that, because I don't want to straight up spoil literally everything in case you decide to give it a go. But we've been playing it for 3 to 4 hours, 3 times a week for the last 2 weeks, and still going strong. Still really, really enjoying it. So if you want to check it out, I definitely recommend it. And yes, Sigma, we are going to try to shoot this stupid body down.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots. His skin is marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. On his chest, a fading web of tattoos. The cargo belt used to hang him from the tree looks reinforced.
So there you go. All of that voiced by the narrator, but all of the rest of the stuff is also voiced as well. We need to talk about getting him down again.
Yes, we do.
The lieutenant inspects the belt, his forehead lined with worry. Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. Yeah, you should shoot him down. There's no other way, or that's it. We have to ask for help from the harbor. No, I don't want their help. Yeah, you should shoot him down. There's no other way.
He breathes out heavily.
Oh yeah, do this shit! Fuck it up!
Screw you, Kono S. Wait, let me try. Say nothing, let him choose, or take the shot, Lieutenant. What's the worst that could happen? Let's let him choose.
Silence. With his elbow sharp, the lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks.
Wow, the guns are bad. It's like it's a muzzle-loaded pistol? Wow, okay.
He then steps back and assumes the Phallus position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does it, partner. Shoot that motherfucker down. Say nothing. Let's let him have his concentration.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He missed.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do, do not console him.
So there you go, Awful. That is a perfect example of my empathy speaking to me. And because I succeeded in the check here, I got 13 and I needed a 10 on this check, it gave me a little bit of insight on what empathy recommends I do next. Now, that being said, authority could respond next and say the exact opposite. So it's kind of like who you want to listen to in your head as well.
Fucking idiot! Mookaba asshole!
Ugh, I hate you, Kuno-S.
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Kuno, I lied. Kuno-S isn't the worst. You're the worst. So I could tell him it's okay, but empathy thinks we shouldn't console him. So, what now? Or try again, maybe? Try again, maybe?
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised.
He looks around at the windows overlooking the yard.
Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I've had a lot of fun with it. I've played a number of RPGs in my time, and this one is very distinct and very different from what I'm used to, which is nice.
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Seems like a lot of hassle. Let's not do it. That's it. We have to ask for help from the harbor. Or can I have the gun? I should try.
It's bad as it is. Us shooting firearms like punks.
He pauses, then shrugs and proceeds to load the pistolet.
Go ahead. I'm not stopping you. Just don't lose it.
Oh, burn. Burn, Kim, burn. The piece shines in his outstretched hand.
They only have one gun.
Ugh.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Take the gun.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banana boyka. Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth.
Jesus. Alright. Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Point the gun at the belt.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
They're just the worst. Worst kids ever.
This isn't mere boundary pushing. There is a true suicidal rage in the kid as she's provoking you.
Aggressive. Say shut up. Close your eyes. Close your left eye first. Point the gun at Kuno S. Jesus. Give the gun back to Lieutenant. 17% and it's a red check. Ugh. Hand-eye coordination. I don't know if we have any hand-eye coordination in our... Oh, so the other thing awful is that you have equipment, which I can't look at right now because I'm in the middle of a check. But the equipment will add or subtract from your checks. So sometimes it's better to throw a shirt on. Right now we don't have any equipment on that adds to hand-eye coordination. I don't think we had any hand-eye coordination equipment. I don't know if Sigma Room is anything different, but I don't remember any. Let's close our left eye. You don't actually have to do this now. I could wait. It is a red check, yeah. I mean, what's the odds that we get something for hand-eye coordination? We only get 2 points. Maybe we find some equipment. Maybe. If I close my left eye first, does it make it better?
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, slick with the falling rain. The corpse slowly rotates.
It's not great that the corpse is rotating.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Whoa. God, these kids are the worst. Still a 17. I think we give the gun back. I don't think there's a way. I don't think I managed that. We need to get a 12. And we're only adding 2. So we'd need a 10. So we'd need double 5s. I'm gonna give it back.
I agree. Enough gunslinging for today.
But what about the body?
We need to go to the harbor and ask the leader of the Union to have it taken down. They have the tools, and they have men.
Why didn't we just begin with that?
I did not want us to be indebted to a man like Everard Clare.
Fair.
I wanted us to be able to deal with it ourselves. That is clearly not the case. We need help.
You need to suck my dick! Why the fuck am I still alive?
Oh, God, you need help, Kuno and Kuno S. Alright. Oh, because I had a gun for a second. Did we have anything to add to hand-eye coordination? Be yellow, right? Yeah, no. Alright. It might have locked us out. So I guess maybe we should have shot. Yeah, it looks like it probably locked us out. We have to go ask the harbor.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and white boots.
Locked us out.
His skin is marbled with decaying veins.
For the 17%, do you think?
On his chest, a fading web of
We'd have to redo the whole conversation with that stupid guy, the scab leader. Because I saved right before that chat. Yeah, this is the last save. Is right before the chat with that scab leader, so we'd have to redo all of that, which was kind of painful to be honest. I don't know. Maybe we just ask Everett to do it. I do not have a clothing piece. I don't think so. That because it's hand-eye coordination. This is reaction speed, so I do not have a piece of equipment that would help. Worthless in a pawn shop. Changes for 25 real at a Frit store though. Well, what happens if they take the body down? Do they leave the body here, or do they just like run away with it? We'll make a new save. We'll make a new save and we will end there for the evening, and maybe that'll be the first thing we look into for the next one, which will be on Sunday. Today is Thursday. Thursday. So if you're still with me, thanks for hanging out. We're gonna you have a good night too, Awful. We're gonna go ahead and try to find someone to raid. Send all of us good people somewhere. If you are hanging out with me now, thanks for stopping by and hanging out. If you're checking me in the VODs, well, thank you for taking a minute out of your day to spend some time with us. If you want to catch us live, like I said, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. Those times are ish. Those days are most of the time, not all the time, but usually Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays from 9 p.m. to midnight, and that is Eastern Standard Time. If you don't want to have to worry about a schedule or knowing when I'm going live or anything like that, well, you can join the Viking Raiders. Very easy to do that. You just hit that follow button, grab an oar, jump in the longboat, and then you'll get a notification when we go live. And let me go ahead and find somebody for us to raid. If you want to hang out for just a minute or two, we'll find someone cool to hang out with for a minute or two as well. Let's see who we got hanging out. Who are the people? Who, what, where are the people? Let's see. Let's go to in-game girlfriend. Let's do that. We're going to go to in-game girlfriend. She's pretty cool. I think you folks will like her. Good people. So let's head that way. Hope you'll have a great night, and I will catch you on Sunday or at the next one. Thanks again for hanging out. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.